championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The short hands, it's blocked. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew that.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Texas A&M's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Under fire. Oh, better look out. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great stuff.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snatch it quickly on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on second down. They'll run play action. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air. It's Carr. Got it set up on the outside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position. Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Extra point here will tie the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Offense changing the play. They'll try the outside to the left. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to him on the ground. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes. And I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Here's the pressure. Caught close to the marker. It's Bussey. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw. It's Reed. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on first down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Aggies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Extending the play. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 17 over Arkansas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping it on. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the air, it's Carr. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bussey.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to sneak it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Texas A&M.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Dances away. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
They'll go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-fired. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he's brought down after a nice game. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Texas A&M going up tempo. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Aggie. Fitted in the window for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Oh, they're after him. Escapes the sack. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Trying play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Makes a man miss. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Cradles it at the 35. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Here's the handoff. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wants to go up top. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. This A&M defense is showing up with an attitude and ready to saw everybody's horns off.
And I think it starts with those big bullies up front. And Texas high school football, you can find those guys, and they come to A&M, and you've seen them year after year after year. Big physical guys. Doesn't matter who's coaching the defense. They find those body types up front.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Here comes the heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
There he goes. Turning it on. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man, everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in, it's Fields. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. No huddle here for the offense.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Rolls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late,
unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Cincinnati is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Doug.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Makes the grab. It's Bussey. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Got it in the middle. It's Craven. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose. The 30. The 20. How could this happen? Huge mistake, and the defense cashes in with a touchdown, and they're a point away from tying it up.
Man, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Reed. Trying to make magic with his feet. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in, it's Norman. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Oh, what a cut.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kick.
You're right. And listen, you've got some time, too, so you don't got to panic here. Just pick the right play and go execute.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He got it! Touchdown! Fighting Irish! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Reed. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.